Hawk Tuah girl is in denial. She destroyed her career.
So recently, the Hawk Tuah girl has been trying to salvage the final stage of her career
Okay.
after the
Yeah.
curious crypto situation she found herself in at the
Right,
end of
right, right.
last year,
Yeah.
where she teased and then put out her Hawk meme coin created by a development team using her likeness. Obviously, she promotes the crap out of it, and of
Dang.
course, on the day it was launched, it was already doomed,
My Hawk meme coin is live!
as it had already been countlessly sniped and then pumped and then dumped.
Spit on that thing, you get me?
Hey, it looks like she had a Hawk Tuah and her career was over. She spat on her whole career with that one, bro.
Now, obviously,
bullshit.
Hawk Tuah, aka Haley Welch, really needs no introduction on this channel. She got famous for talking about her methods for sucking dudes off.
Spit on it!
And to be honest, her taking that one moment and turning it into millions of dollars in opportunities was impressive to say the least. But I will say, with Jake Paul as her apparent puppeteer, it was really no surprise when she would eventually crash and burn.
He was exactly what I expected. Like, he lets on like he's an asshole, and that's what I like about him. He owns up to that shit. He knows it. That's what I got respect for him.
And now she has really been trying to make this comeback lately after she had hibernated for around a good 4 months.
But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Much later.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Talk Tuah. It's been a hot minute since we've been back here, but now we're the official owners of Talk Tuah.
Yeah.
I already spoke about the return episode of the Talk to a podcast that she did with
Yeah.
KSI, where she had conducted just about the worst interview I've ever seen, even at one time asking him if he invented FIFA. Yes, like the game where you kick the fucking ball.
So what was the first thing you got like really known for?
Ooh, FIFA.
What is FIFA?
So FIFA is like a football game or soccer game where I don't know, you pass the ball around the pitch and then you put it in the net.
Oh, you come up with that?
No, I did not come up with FIFA. No.
Now, after that episode, she would have that
The
one
fuck?
chick from Ridiculousness come on her podcast. You know,
Chanel?
the one with the annoying ass laugh. And just a little side note, who remembers that funny ass moment when Charlemagne told her to her face that she's a horrible rapper?
But just
how
because
mad you
you
get.
say something doesn't make it the truth.
She's
Just
saying that
say-
because I told her she was whack rapping one time.
Yeah.
That's all. Have y'all ever heard her rap? Oh, okay. Good for the people that said no.
He doesn't know my mother musical track record, so get on million.
Off-white, Dior. I post a booty pic, they wanna see more.
Either way, she had her
The
on for
fuck?
some absolutely groundbreaking conversation.
Literally, like, giving your man a job, and you're like,
You just picture me.
you got
And then from there, the last
fuck
couple
are they
of weeks,
talking
she's
about?
had a few people on, but I literally had no idea who they were.
Yeah, she fell the fuck off. She fell the fuck off.
And I also cannot spend any more of my time digesting hours of her content on end. Honestly, it cannot be good for someone's mental health. But just yesterday, she must have noticed that the numbers on her channel weren't looking too hot. I would say that these figures represent much more of a dry hand job than her normal lubricated antics. And now she has made a dedicated episode to talking about the hot coin situation, as she has
Bro,
now apparently
yeah.
been cleared by the SEC of any wrongdoing, which more often than not, as it stands, is what tends to happen in these sketchy crypto situations.
Hey guys, it's finally time that we get into the meme coin disaster and address everything that's
Yeah,
going on.
let's do it.
And we can finally tell our truth about it as we know it. And I finally get
Trust me, we all know the fucking truth about it. Let's be real here. We all know what you did. That's the only truth. That is probably the real truth. So
to tell my side of the story that I've been holding
yeah,
on to.
yeah.
Now, her side of the story is basically once again that she was so stupid that she got tricked by bad people into doing this.
Yeah.
The whole thing really
For
reminds
sure.
me of Logan Paul and CryptoZoo, to be honest with you. Only in this case, I actually kind of believe Sandy Cheeks here when she says she has the IQ of a bag of Takis.
So why are you just now wanting to address everything?
It's something you definitely want to address, but I couldn't at the time. Because of like all the legal stuff going on, I was in an open investigation, going to see
Right,
the FBI,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the SEC reached out, and I think somebody else reached out too, but they ended up not wanting anything after everything else was shut down. I don't know, it was very stressful because I couldn't get my
right.
point across, and I had to just sit there and let people call me a scammer, a crook, all sorts of different
Yeah, that
things.
was
It
stressful.
was
Yeah.
stressful.
Now, I gotta say, one of my favorite things about this episode of Talk Tuah has to be how her co-host here just tees up these pre-made questions that keep cutting into the video.
So did you make anything from the coin at all? So you got
She
paid
definitely
for
did, bro.
promoting it, or so how was the deal presented to you? So pretty much in all the videos you did, you were just saying what they were telling you to say. If you could go back and talk to yourself before the whole crypto launch or meme coin or anything like that, what would you do differently?
She would do that shit again. I could tell, bro. The type of girl she would do that shit again and again and again. She don't regret none of it. She only regrets that she got in trouble for it. That's about it.
It is obviously all pre-planned and recorded over many times, but she still tries to act like she's actually inquiring about it, like she wasn't fucking there the entire time.
So
Yeah.
how'd you even get introduced to like the crypto space?
I mean, it was just like any other deal that gets brought to you. Like, the deal got brought to my managers a few times by different people. I don't know, I was very hard to persuade at first because I've never heard anything good about the space, like Bitcoin,
Yeah, okay.
crypto. I've never heard anything good about it. And I didn't know enough to really get into it, I don't think. But I finally gave in and...
Now she says this, but several times she posted online alluding to the idea that she found out all of this information on Bitcoin and meme coins, and that it was the best decision that she had apparently ever made.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor.
Oh yeah, if I want a meme coin, can I give...
Bro, everything about her is so annoying. Fucking the way she looks is so annoying. The way she talks is so annoying. Who let this one get famous, bro? Who? People like us that grind years in and years out. Hard work. And this girl said two words, and now she has millions of dollars.
Give you some tokens?
Yeah,
in
I'll give you my
community?
wallet. I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not a big a fan about meme coins.
Leading up to it, it definitely had good spots because, I mean, you were promised some money out of it. I was promised money out of it for marketing it, which I think you helped me market it too at one point, did you not?
Yeah, I was the one videoing it and sending all the ads for it.
So, I mean, we were both promised money up front for doing that, just like a spokesperson would for a coin.
Now, in that other leaked podcast that we talked about on the last Talk Tuah episode, where she had FaZe Banks and his crypto nerds on, her lawyer alluded to the idea that she was given a couple $100,000 for her promotion.
Oh, he looks like a nerd, bro. The guy that was right next to FaZe Banks, boy, yeah, he looks just like a nerd, bro. Like, he looks like he's really in this shit.
Coin.
It was very publicly set up like wrong.
And keep in mind, there was supposed to be a percentage of the overall coins allotted to her at some point in the future. But now she's claiming here that she has none of that money left, that it apparently was all dried up by legal fees, and also hiring a public relations team to try and clean this entire mess up.
So did you make anything from the coin at all?
So the only thing I made from it wasn't even from the coin. I got paid a marketing fee. That's all I made. I did not make a dime from the coin itself.
Bro, no, she definitely did. She's capping. She is fucking capping, bro.
So you got paid for promoting it, or?
Just promoting it and putting all the work into it, like the videos and stuff that I do for him to post. That's what I got paid for.
That's cap,
But
bro.
at this point, like everything I paid for, like PR crisis, a new lawyer, stuff like that.
All that money went to that?
Every bit of it went to that. So, I mean, I've really come out with nothing.
God, could this statement use a lot more transparency about how much money she...
But I know she didn't put like 40-50 million in fucking... I know that she did not even... I know she didn't even put 1 million for lawyer fees and shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. You're cap, bro. Just own up to the shit, bro. Already.
Actually received and how much she has shelled out. And honestly, just because the legal fees allegedly ate up all of that cash, doesn't mean that what she did isn't still fucked up. It's like because they let her off the hook, to her everyone else should understand what she did as she shows no remorse. That is the actual reasoning in her head.
So how was the deal presented to you?
They present it to me with, like, little work, like what I told you earlier. Like, they'll send me sentences of what to say, and I'll just take a selfie video saying it and repeating it. And then I'll send it to the guy that's running it, and he'd post it on Twitter. My whole Twitter was ate up with crypto stuff. Like, he got the community together. I did none of that. I don't know any of those people. Keep in mind, I don't even have Twitter downloaded.
Yeah, I remember you making videos, like, talking about it, and I had no idea
Yes,
what the
and you
hell
had to
you're
video
talking
it
about.
for me.
Yeah.
You're like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
You know, Twitter's just like a place where you can literally type something out and post it if you want to. My Twitter was dedicated to crypto.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this point, she's really just pissing me off.
Yeah,
I
facts.
just feel like when you have an audience, you do have a certain responsibility to...
Facts, bro. Get this fucking whore off our shit, bro. Let's talk, like, come on, bro. Like, she literally It's bro, she be getting me tight, bro, cause bro, she's not owning up to shit. She act like she had nothing to do with this. She didn't have. She could have said no. I don't want to do this shit. You know what? She did it. Like just own up to the shit, bro. Like your fucking channel already died, bro. Come on.
vet what messages are going out to them, especially when it's in the realm of a scam. And if I personally do not understand something, I'm definitely not going to allow someone to plaster it all over my brand.
Facts,
For example,
bro.
I've been offered tens of thousands of dollars to do a sponsorship with one of those companies that loans people out basically petty cash. And I never take those sponsorships because those are the type of things that deceptively ruin people's lives who do not understand what they are doing. It's like all these influencers who have sold out to the online casinos. I think it's fucked up because many times you are selling your audience on something deceptive like winning big with house money. But that is another topic for another day.
You remember when we went to the Bitcoin conference too?
Yes.
And they told us that like they were a really tight community. We sat there for how long? It was a few hours.
For hours, yeah. We met a lot of people, but
I couldn't tell you what any of them.
I didn't
Not good people. Not good motherfucking people. All right.
understand any of it at all.
Like learning wise, I feel like I did not learn anything in there.
She's like, oh, I couldn't.
Jack Doherty is close to this girl and pissing off wise, but I think this. No, Jack Doherty definitely pissed me off more. Jack Doherty has to piss me off more, bro.
Understand it at all, even hours after trying to learn about it and engage in the community, meeting thought leaders in the space.
I don't know why I paused right here, bro. This fucking.
I was still completely clueless, but fuck it, I threw my name right on it. I let them take over all my social media accounts.
But they went through my phone. I was cleared from them, and I wasn't named on the lawsuit either.
That would have terrified me.
It was definitely scary, but at the end of the day, it's like something that makes you feel better though, because
you didn't have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I don't have anything to hide. I gave them everything on my phone. They went through it. They sent it back, and I was cleared. I wasn't named on the lawsuit. None of that. So like legally, I was not in any trouble because I didn't do anything, and I have proof that I didn't do anything.
Now, to me, just because she was legally cleared doesn't mean that she did nothing morally
Facts.
wrong in this situation.
Facts.
At the end of the day, she
sold her soul, bro. She fucking. I didn't want to say it. She sold her fucking soul, man. She fucking did, bro. She dead ass sold her fucking soul, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Anybody that sells their soul for money, bro, I cannot fuck with you, bro. I cannot fuck with you, bro.
was the driving vehicle behind the operation in the way that her image was used to make the project visible to millions of people. I mean, after all, the entire thing was named after her brand. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. Are the people who bought into this absolute idiots? Yes. But was she still in the wrong, and should there be some sort of accountability in her response?
Yes.
Absolutely. But I need you guys to brace yourself because her next statement is her most delusional in this entire video.
I don't know, it just kind of sucks. There's people out here that hate me for promoting a coin. It's like Paris Hilton. I mean, she's got cooking stuff out, like cooking appliances. She didn't sit there and take the time to make them. She's just the face of it.
Yeah.
Those are hers, you know?
So that's pretty much like you with the crypto coin.
Yeah, I was just...
This shit is not even the same fucking shit, bro. You talking about cooking, which is legal to do, and you're talking about scamming fans, which is illegal to do, bro. And you out here like, come on, bro. Like it's not even close to being the same
just
shit,
a spokesperson for it. I mean, they pay you for being a spokesperson for it, but it's not actually your coin, if that makes sense.
I mean, that has to be some of the most brain-dead logic I've ever witnessed. But this is the type of bad precedent that has been set in these crypto situations where these people get off with nothing more than a slap on their wrist. Her whole perspective here and the way she talks about the situation is as if she was some sort of victim. She even talks about how her boyfriend went around his work telling people to buy her hot coin.
But I made Pookie put some money in on it. He lost $300 and also went around work promoting it. So all the people he worked with were pissed off at him,
Did people from his work also?
Yeah, they also lost money, and they go up to Kelby at work and be like, yeah, your girlfriend's a fucking bitch.
But it's not your fault.
Oh, they didn't know that
Did he
at the
stick
time.
up for you, and did he tell people that?
Well, I thought he was going to hit one man and get fired, but I wish we knew then what we know now.
Yeah.
And yeah, now they've literally lost their platform. This was by far the most views they've gotten in months. and almost all of the feedback is still bad.
Yeah,
Also, when it
fact.
comes to
Yeah,
any sort of
good,
accountability in
good.
terms of paying people their money back like Logan Paul technically did with CryptoZoo, she says that she was approached with a similar offer to do this class action payback program, and that she had actually agreed to do so, but now is not doing it because she lost access to her Twitter account where she had posted the link to the program.
So I remember like when everything happened, they posted like a link to where anyone that lost money can get their money back. What happened with that?
So a class action company reached out to me and asked if we could do something like that up that alley. So I said yes, but that was on my Twitter account, Haley Welch X, but I'm no longer like control of that.
So yes, it really appears at this point that she has completely wiped her hands clean of the situation.
Shit.
Like, I just sat here and told the whole truth about crypto, but you'll have people that'll still read articles about me and be like, oh, she scammed all those people.
Makes you out to be
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
you
yeah.
did
It's
scam
just
all those people.
anything for
So.
like a juicy clip. That's how stuff is now.
And it would really be my advice that if she has any money left over from the last year of being this Hawk Tuah character, she should definitely clutch it tight, because I think this whole thing is over.
It is
and
facts.
in fact, this response podcast was so manufactured that they actually included the same question twice on accident.
What would you say to your fans that actually lost money in the coin? What would you say to people who, like your fans, that did actually lose money?
I really just think that this was her final attempt to salvage what was left of her online career.
Facts,
I've addressed everything that I know. I've told you everything I know. So, I'm done talking about it.
But obviously, guys, the attempt is not really working. I don't think that anyone is...
Alright, bro, that's gonna do it for the video, man. I'm pissed the fuck off right now, man. That's gonna do it for the video, man. Make sure y'all do the like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what video you guys want me to react to next, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.